When you think of Melffys, you probably think of one card in particular, Obedience Schooled. Obedience Schooled is a normal spell card which can allow you to special summon 3 level 2 or lower beast monsters from your deck as long as you control no monsters. Their effects are negated and you are also locked into only being able to special summon beast monsters for the rest of the turn after you use Obedience Schooled. Special summoning 3 monsters for free from the deck is a very broken effect on paper. So then, why is the Obedience Schooled being played in less Melffy decks? The main contributor to the lack of play is competition from Kashtira Fenrir. Kashtira Fenrir is a new card that recently just came out in Darkwing Blast. Fenrir has been seeing play in many different decks because of how good it is in slower paced decks, as well as some faster paced ones. Fenrir is a level 7 Earth Psychic monster, which has the effect special summon itself from hand as long as you control no monsters. It also has the effect to search a Kashtira monster from the main deck, which is helpful in deck thinning and keeping up steam. Its last effect allows you to target and banish one face-up card your opponent controls when Fenrir declares an attack, or if your opponent activates a monster effect. These two have conflicting requirements, which means that if you draw into both, then you can't use both of them. This happens because they both require you to control no monsters in order to use them effectively, so then which should you be playing? Obedience School is most useful going first, being able to bring out beasts like Wally, Calantosa, and Caddy. It also can be used to bring out materials for Naturia Beast. It seems pretty good so far, right? Well, not so much. Apart from being decent going first, it really doesn't add much compared to other starters. Yes, it can bring out Calantos with an extra disruption on top of Wally, but it's really not worth getting an extra disruption off of it when it has so many downsides. For example, you have to control no monsters to activate it. Now, normally this would be fine going second if it didn't also lock you into beast monsters. Zeus and Shirag are unusable under the beast lock, which makes it really hard going second. Because of this factor, Obedience Schooled realistically is dead going second. Even if we factor in a Naturia Beast, you have to play Key Mouse as an extra brick to summon it, and Melffy already has its fair share of bricks in the main deck. Fenrir, however, is amazing going first and second. Melffy tends to have the issue of having few disruptions, those few being Calantosa and their synchro monsters. However, Fenrir solves this problem by being a free disruption going first, with its ability to banish a monster in response to a monster effect. Because of its utility of banishing a monster, it can also act as consistent removal going second, which doesn't completely solve the issue for Melffy, but absolutely still makes it worth playing over Obedience School. Obedience School doesn't provide much extra value compared to other Melffy starters. For example, Nimble Beaver and Rescue Cat can both get to Wallaby pretty easily. Rescue Cat has the advantage of being able to get out level 2 beasts like Caddy or Puppy as well as Wally. Obedience School can do this as well, but bring out 2 instead. This is good on paper, but with all the downsides already listed and the ones that are going to be listed, this isn't a good trade-off to have. In terms of inherent interactions with the deck, Obedience School only has one, which is the effect we've already broken down to suck. Fenrir, however, has a very important interaction. Melffy lists often use number 29 Mannequin Cat, a rank 2 beast monster, which has an effect that triggers when a monster is summoned to the opponent's field. Mannequin Cat targets a monster summoned to the opponent's field and allows you to summon a monster of the same type, attribute, as the targeted monster from your hand deck or graveyard. In a match against an opposing Earth or Psychic deck, most of the time being Kashtira, Naturia, or Sprite Melffy, and sometimes for higher Runic. You can also use the effect of Mannequin Cat in order to special summon a Kashtira Fenrir from your deck. This means you don't just have to draw the Fenrir for it to be relevant. So, in the end, though Obedience Gold was an OG Melffy staple, Melffy has evolved past the point of needing it. Not just that, but it's evolved past the point of wanting it, even. Kashtira Fenrir is just a better card slot in every single way.